Hey, what's up guys? This is Organizational Behavior Group 10, and as many of you are already well aware, Boulder, Colorado is one of the most beautiful places that we can call home. Today in this video, we're going to take a look at some of the damage that fires can have on such a beautiful place, and tell you a few ways that you can help reduce the risk of a wildfire, such as this one, from ever happening here ever again. As shown above, we have the Cowwood Fire, which happened just this fall here in Boulder. This fire, which started October 17th, burned over 10,000 acres, which is the largest fire ever recorded here in Boulder County. Due to the severe lack of precipitation here in Colorado, this fire was only one of the many fires that ravaged the state. This year alone accounted for 3 fires that sized over 100,000 acres, which before 2020 had never happened in Colorado's recorded history. Although this may sound like all bad news, it's important to remember that we can take individual actions to help prevent wildfires. First and foremost, one of the most influential ways that we can try to mitigate the effects of wildfires is by taking large steps as a whole society to reduce the effects of human-caused climate change. Now this may sound complicated, but all this takes is one simple task: vote. Vote for leaders and politicians who will listen to the scientific community. The effects of human-caused climate change are reaching the point of irreversibility, so it is important to use the growing voice of the young generation to vote for leaders who will take actions to mitigate the effects of climate change. A second step that we can take is to individually reduce one of the most common causes of wildfires. For many of us, part of the reason why we love living in Colorado is because we can get out in nature and enjoy the great outdoors while camping. This is a great way to relieve stress and feel more connected to nature. Once you are done camping, you need to make absolutely sure that you put out and extinguish the fire from the previous night. By leaving a fire unattended, it only takes a gust of wind to pick up a few embers and spark up a devastating wildfire. Our last tip that we want to share with you is to tell you to stop throwing out lit cigarettes from moving cars. The Grizzly Creek Fire, which shut down the highway I-70 in Glenwood Canyon for nearly 2 weeks, was caused presumably by a lit cigarette from a moving car. This fire cut off invaluable transport of goods to thousands of people and may lead to an increase in rock slides in Glenwood Canyon due to the loss of valuable vegetation. Since we also live in Boulder, we must add that this tip also applies to lit joints. Those can't be thrown out either. It's not without good reason that Boulder is named as one of the most beautiful places in the country to live, so we think it's best to keep it that way. By listening to some of these tips, we can help preserve the environment that Boulder has to offer to not only us current residents, but for generations of buffs to come. Thank you.